If you're planning to retire in the next 5 or 10 years, then this video could save you from making costly mistakes that could derail your golden years. Picture this: you're 64, you're about to walk into your boss's office and let them know that you're ready to retire. And then it clicks into your head. Are you actually ready to retire? Do you have the plan in place? I'm going to walk you through 6 essential steps that you need to take before you commit to full-time retirement. And trust me, step number 4 could save you tens of thousands of dollars in unnecessary taxes. Step number 1, clarify your retirement vision. Now this might sound fluffy, but it's the most important and has to be the basis of all of your planning. Now here's an example with a couple where this has become crucially important. Imagine one spouse entering retirement, wants to travel and see the world, and budgets about $8,000 a month in retirement spending, where the other is happy with a more comfortable stay-at-home lifestyle in retirement, only needs $4,000 a month. There is a $4,000 gap that wasn't figured out until both partners clarified their retirement vision. So are you looking to travel? Are you thinking of downsizing? Do you want to move? Are you going to work at all in retirement? All of these need to come into your planning, clarify that vision, and it's going to put you steps ahead when it comes to your retirement. Step 2 is what we call an income sources audit. An income sources audit isn't all that difficult, but it is crucial in creating your plan. Where are you going to get the income you need in retirement? You're of course going to have CPP, OAS, hopefully you've got RRSPs, TFSAs, potentially a pension or corporate funds you can pull from. You need to figure this all out, put it down on paper so that you can do the next step of your retirement planning. One added piece to the audit is knowing which accounts are taxable and which aren't, which is going to be another layer that's added into your planning. That brings me to step 3, which is tax planning. Now, you've clarified your vision and figured out a rough goal for your budget. You've figured out where your income can come from and the sources you have there. How do you get that income in the most tax-efficient manner to fund your retirement? Let me give you an example. We'll call him Robert. He's 60 years old. He has $500,000 in his RRSP. If Robert waits until he's 71 to turn that RRSP into a RIF and start withdrawing, the minimum he'll have to take out is roughly $27,000. But by then he'll also be taking CPP and OAS, which will push his annual income from those 3 sources up to around $56,000. Depending on which province Robert's in, that could push him up into a higher tax bracket and end up costing him $8,000 in taxes. Now in this scenario, Robert could have started taking $25,000 a year out of his RSP from the age of 60 to 71. That would have dropped his average tax rate down to 20% instead of roughly 30% if he waits until he's 71. This strategy would have saved Robert roughly $2,600 a year or $28,000 over that 11-year span. An added bonus might have been if Robert didn't need those funds, he could have rolled them into a TFSA, invested those funds, and grown those tax-free. Another benefit to this strategy would be estate planning. If Robert passes away with a $500,000 RRSP, his estate could get taxed over $150,000. Where if he brings that RRSP level down, the estate will of course pay much less tax. Step number 4 is healthcare readiness. This is where Canadians often get overconfident. Yes, we have universal healthcare, but retirement can create some gaps that you may not be aware of. Let's go with another example. Let's call her Linda. She's 62 and just retired from her full-time work. Unfortunately, that means she loses her full-time benefits. She's shocked to figure out that her prescriptions now cost $180 instead of being free. That trip to the physiotherapist now needs to be completely covered. Same with the dentist. Linda had a real shock when she went to Europe needing travel insurance that she was no longer covered for and had to pay $1,200 for a 3-week trip. So you're going to want to take a look at all of the health expenses that you have and that are currently covered and make sure you're budgeting potentially $200 to $400 a month to cover those. Health is something often overlooked when it comes to retirement planning, but it is crucial. Along the same lines as investing, what you do today is going to benefit you tomorrow. So potentially a gym membership could be looked at as an investment in your health going forward. In the same way that regular checkups with your doctor are going to help you avoid those emergency surgeries down the road. Investing in your health is going to be the best financial decision you ever make. Step 5 is portfolio shift. Now, this doesn't mean just because you're retired, you're going to sell all of your stocks and put it all in GICs, but there probably is going to be a gradual reduction of risk as you get older and no longer need to take on that level of volatility. We've figured out how much income you're going to need for the year, so it might make sense to put that aside in something that's not volatile and have no risk on those funds. We know you're going to take income from the accounts, so where's the best place to get that income? And how should we structure your portfolio to optimize the amount of income you're getting while reducing the amount of tax you pay? This isn't a strategy about timing the markets. It's about timing your life and your income and making sure your portfolio is optimized for your situation. And finally, step 6, speaking to experts and loved ones. You want to bring this all together with a plan that you've created with experts and with your loved ones' input. Think about it. You wouldn't perform surgery on yourself, so why would you want to navigate complex tax strategies, estate planning, and investment management on your own? One more example for you. Margaret and Paul hired a financial planner and paid roughly $5,000 a year for their ongoing financial planning services. That financial planner saved Margaret and Paul $18,000 a year ongoing on their taxes. Takes that worry off of them and saves them $18,000. That's value for money. On top of creating that value, they now have a comprehensive financial plan, and that document can be given to loved ones to explain what their wishes are and where all their assets are if anything were to happen to them. Let's recap those 6 essential steps that you need to take before your retirement. Step 1, clarify your retirement vision using real numbers. Step 2, audit all of your income sources. Step 3, implement smart tax planning strategies. Step 4, prepare for those healthcare gaps. Step 5, get prepared to gradually shift your portfolio. And step 6, last but not least, create a comprehensive financial plan with professional help. Retirement planning isn't just about having enough money, it's about having the right money in the right places at the right time. Start with step 1 today, because the best time to start planning for your retirement was 20 years ago, but the second best time is right now. If this video's helped you at all find some gaps in your retirement planning, hit the like button and remember to subscribe for more practical financial advice. And remember, your future self's going to thank you for the actions you take today.